Welcome to combined class of participants of School Vedic Mathematics Teachers Orientation course and students of Ganita Sutras Mathematics on First Principles. Here, as School Vedic Mathematics Teachers Orientation, in phase 1, our focus of the previous two lessons have been number 1 upon Varg square as the basic format, along which we had initiated ourselves for counting on first principles as per the rule of Ganita Sutra 1, and we had focused that we shall count up till 5 times. And this 5 cross 5 counting 5 times have given us that we can count as points, as lines, as surfaces, squares or area units, as volume, cube or solids, and as hypersolids. This way, the initiation and exposure of the young minds for their affine state to their sequential mathematical state, we have taken the format of 5 cross 5. Then at a next step, we had availed the format of vinculum, means we had reduced our numerals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 by having a focus upon its middle numeral 5, and then we can have a bend here, and it is this bend 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 takes us to 7, 8 and 9. And further we had seen that 5 itself is 5 plus 0, plus 6 is 5 plus 1, 7 is 5 plus 2, 8 is 5 plus 3 and 9 is 5 plus 4. Likewise, we had seen that 5 is 10 minus 5, 6 is 10 minus 4, 7 is 10 minus 3, 8 is 10 minus 2 and 9 is 10 minus 1. Here we had seen that we can have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 as positive intervals, and in the next orientation we can also reach at minus 4, minus 3, minus 2 and a minus 1 numeral as well. It gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 bar, 3 bar, 2 bar and 1 bar. With its attainment, we have seen that the bigger numerals 6, 7, 8 and 9 have been replaced by the smaller values, absolute values 1, 2, 3 and 4, which positive and negative orientations both. Now today we are reaching at format 3. This format is a format of this working with a grid, means 5 cross 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So square can be made as a grid of 5 rows and 5 columns. It is this row-wise and column-wise organization is the focus today. We know that when we organize the numbers on 10 place value system, then at the first column we take the value 1, which is 10 raised to power 0. At the next column we take the value 10 raised to power 1. At the next column it gives square. So if we have x, y and z, then we know this value comes to be 100, x plus 10y plus z. It is this feature which that way helps us segregate each column. Each column becomes an independent of its values, as that here the values for the variable here comes to be, it is 10 to the power 0. Here the value comes to be that it is 1 to be multiplied, it becomes z multiplied by 1. Here it becomes y multiplied by 10. Here becomes y multiplied by 100. So we see that value here is from first column to second column is 10 times, and from value second column to third term is again 10 times. So shift of value from here to here would mean this value gets multiplied by 10, and shift of value this from in, it gets reduced to 1/10. So reaching from column 1 to column 2 would means to have the 10 times value than the value here, and we go in the reverse way, it comes to be 1/10. This is called carry forward and carry backward rule. Carry forward would mean that if we are taking value, say it is this way, if values are organized, say these are the columns of the values, if we take value from here to here, means if the one value is taken here, in fact it is value 10 because it is of 10 units which adds here. So if we take value 1 from here to here, it same way adds 10 values, and if this unit goes ahead then it gives 10, means it will, if we shift from here to here, it would be 100 times the value. So in the reverse way. Therefore this feature of carry forward and carry backward as per the values of the columns is the feature which deserves to be exposed very gently to the young minds. Moment the young minds will be properly exposed to this rule of carry forward and carry backward, as the value from this column to next column is 10 times, and so here is 1, but if 1 comes here it becomes 10. Here if it is z, it becomes 10z. Here it is if y, again the next column also it becomes 10y, and the reverse also gets reduced. It is this carry forward and carry backward rule which shall be introduced very gently to the young minds, and the moment the young minds are in a position to appreciate that we can write the numbers in row wise and a column wise, means if we can have a digit to digit, so it is called this. If we have a number 11, then we say it is a double digit number, so first digit will come in the first column, second digit will come in next column, so first digit will get the value 1 only, and here the value would become 10. It is this difference. So our way of writing number 11 is simply a double digit number, but in fact what we are doing is we are availing a diamond format for it, and in the first part when we write 1, it becomes 1 cross 1, and in the next column when we write, it becomes 1 into 10. Therefore it is this feature of writing. So art of writing the numbers in double, triple and quadruple and higher number of digits, then we know that we are having a placement for that, and it is this placement of the digits which settles the placement in the columns, and the columns settle the value actually to be attached for each unit to be given there. Now if these features, that how we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and when we reach a step ahead, then we have accepted a technique of a place value, and this place value, when the 9 is the number, the next is 10, we call it a 10 place value system. So we have to introduce that what is a 10 place value system, how the place value system accepts a transform from single to double to triple, and this way of expression of digits. Then these digits are placed in the columns. So, and it is this way of writing, this way of expression, which is a very big step. The moment young minds get properly exposed and properly initiated to this leap forward, this transition forward of expressing the counts instead of 1, 2, 3, 4 as a single digits to a 10, 11, 12 as double digits, or 101 as a triple digits, or 100, 1000 or 10,000s. These are the higher digit numbers. So let us expose young minds properly, sequentially, step by step. Firstly, as a single digit counts, then the double digit counts for making available the 2 columns, the triple digits available the 3, and so on. Once this is available, this values stand imbibed, and once we are also successful to imbibe in the young minds that the numerals 1 to 9 can be replaced to numerals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 bar, 3 bar, 2 bar and 1 bar, or and when further we will be successful to express that value 9, numeral 9 as a single digit, which is equal to 10 minus 1, accepts this expression 1 into 1 bar. That means we are writing this number now in a double digit. So 2 columns are made available for expression of this single digit number, and this takes us that here we are having a minus and here we are having a positive. Now this will give us value minus 1, and this will give us value 10, and so it will become 9. Now it is this way, if we are able to convert number value 9 into 1 bar, vinculum transformation is had. So if we are successful to have a vinculum transformation, then we can use it for writing a table of 9. Writing a table of 9 would mean having ones 9, having a pair of 9s, and having a triple 9s. Means we want to have, then we want to have quadruple 9s and so on. So this value 9 will give, as it is a single, it will give us value 9, and here 9 double 9, it will give us 9 plus 9. So therefore, with the help of the counting, in fact, indirectly, silently, gently, and in subconsciously, in informal way, we are introducing the concept of an addition. Therefore, the young minds shall be very gently exposed that by counting with the rule of ekadhiken purven, one more than before, actually we are introducing the concept of addition as well. Therefore, it is not simply a counting, but the counting on first principles in terms of the rule of Ganita Sutra 1, ekadhiken purven, one more than before. We are silently, inherently, informally, without making the sadhakas, the students, conscious, we are introducing the concept of an addition as an operation. So it is this success, this gentle success, which ultimately will prove to be very big step of mathematizing the fine mind into a sequential mind. So now let us see, we will introduce that we are by 9, by table 9, we are taking first single 9, then we are having a pair of 9s, then I have triple 9s, then I will have quadruple 9s, then I have 5 times 9s. So it is this way we are introducing the addition of 9. So ekadhiken, one more than before. Here we are taking 9 as 1 as a initial value, then one more means we are taking 2 9s, then one more 3 9s, then one more 4 9s. So here by this way we are also very gently introducing that the rule one more than before, ekadhiken purven, is in fact a very general rule where one doesn't mean one. Here one would become a one entity, or one would become a one step. Therefore, a very solemn duty lies upon the Vedic mathematics teachers to go parallel to the affine, pure state of mind of the young children, and the affine state of the young mind will require a very gentle step, because ultimately when we are introducing the concept of addition operation and when we are taking out that one itself would mean any pebble or one entity, and when we'll say this pebble can have any value, say 9, or it can have a 100 or 1000, that means we are generalizing the rule. When we are generalizing the rule, that means we will also be bringing in indirectly the Upsutra 1, Anurupin, means the rule of asymmetry. Therefore, this way, while we are proceeding, we are simultaneously introducing a very large number of mathematical concepts. Many large number of mathematical tools are coming into play. However, the students, the young mind, is to be made conscious that we are introducing him to write a table of 9. For it we say, as a first step, let us convert 9 into with the vinculum transformation to have it in 1 cross 1. Thereafter we say the table 1, and the step 1 of the table of a number 9 remains 9. Then at the next step we say, now as we are having a 1 and 1 bar, so first column is having 1 bar and second column is having value 1. So this minus 1 value will become the rule. Therefore 9 and then minus 1. So we will reduce 1, will come to 8. Next step we will again reduce 1, will come to 7. However, simultaneously in the second column we are having a value 1. So we will here have add value 1 and we will further add value 1. So see, it is going to be a mechanical way of going from 9 to 8 to 7 and so on, and 0 to 1 to 2. But at the same time we can have a pause, we can become slow, and we will see that here we are availing the addition operation, while in the next column we are availing the subtraction minus operation. Therefore, very slowly, indirectly, inherently, we are introducing, in addition to the addition operation, the minus or subtraction operation as well. So see, this way of writing a table of 9 appears to be as if it is easy to reach from 9 to 8 or 8 to 7 or 0 to 1 or 1 to 2. However, here we are having addition operation as well as the subtraction operation, both being simultaneously applied and both simultaneously at play. Therefore, the young mind, when we'll be catching it, ultimately will see that it has accepted each column being an independent progression column and the second column being an independent progression column. In the one column there is going to be a subtraction operation, means there is going to be a sequential decrease, and the next column there is going to be an sequential increase. Therefore, addition, subtraction, sequential increase, sequential decrease, and the table of 9 flowing, vinculum system coming in, this grid format coming in. So all these things are in fact simultaneously at play, and these are available and these are working. However, the young mind is being not made conscious. Young mind is here being made conscious only that it is writing a table of 9, and for it is writing this number in this particular form, and in the first column we are reducing 1 and in the next column we are increasing 1. This is called that we have to, for the counting, we have to say we have to go counts to we have a counting. This counting can be direct when it is increasing, and it can be called reverse when it is decreasing. Therefore, the young minds are to be introduced with the first concept of direct counting which would means increase going from 1 to 2, 3 and so. Then we'll say reverse counting, and this reverse counting means as if we are coming to 9 to 8 to 7 and 6 and so on. Therefore, the first thing which the young mind is to be introduced as a formal mathematics is a counting, and counting is to be a direct counting. Counting can be reverse counting. Here let us have a pause that when we say we are working with 9, and when we say then taking a pair of 9s, that means we are reaching from 9 to 18. That means we are jumping. We are jumping. That means from 1 to 2. Instead of going from 1 to 2, if we are going straight away to 9. So we can teach the counting, direct counting without jumps when we go 1 to 2. And if we reach say 3, it is a 1 jump from 3 to 5. So we can also introduce slowly we can introduce counting with the jumps. Therefore, let us write down that the formal Vedic mathematics teaching technique will be that we will be introducing the young minds with the counting, art of counting. This art of counting will be in the direct counting when we'll say we are going 1 to 2. It will be called reverse counting, will be coming from 9 to 8. So direct counting and reverse counting by going 1 to 2 to 3, 9 to 8 to 7. It is called a direct counting without jumps, reverse counting without jumps, as we are each time taking 1. Here to have initiation for perfection of intelligence, we can introduce the concept of counting with a jump. So from 1 we should go to 3 jumping over 2, from 3 to 5 jumping over 4, from 5 to 7 jumping over 6. And likewise in the reverse way also we can come 9 to 7 jumping over 8, 7 to 5. Therefore today we are being introduced that young minds perfection of intelligence can be initiated with the help of art of counting as direct counting 1, 2, 3, 4 and a reverse counting, and then counting with a 1 jump 1 to 3, 1 to 5, 1 to 7, 9 to 7, 9 to 5. Now this with single jump we can also at advanced stage introduce 2 jumps from 1, then 2 and 3 are jumped, we reach at 4. Then from 4, 5 and 6 are jumped, we go to 7. So counting with single jump, counting with 2 jumps. And like that, we have to introduce and reach up till a counting up to 5 jumps. This art of counting on first principles with the help of Eka Adhikain Purven, one more than before, and the symmetry rule will, as we have seen, will be sequentially unfolding itself for further enrichment in terms of which we can perfect the intelligence of the young mind. So actually we are availing 5 cross 5, then Vinculum system and the grid format which is taking us from column wise. So it is column wise which will be also giving us a concept of forward and carrying backward. All these things are to be introduced, young minds are to be exposed, initiations to be had, but these are required very gentle steps so that the innocence of the young mind is not getting scratched. A fine young mind is an innocence fulfilled mind, and this innocence is not to be scratched, and we have to mathematize the young minds with the art of accounting and by putting them on a sequential organization for the affine mind state. Now all these formulations, all these features are actually inherently in a very sequential way embedded in the text of Ganita Sutras and Ganita Sutras. As such, the Vedic mathematics prayer in the form of the text of Ganita Sutras and Ganita Sutras is to be taken as the first step of a mathematical class. So Vedic mathematics teacher shall take the students in a very calm and serene atmosphere, ask them to sit comfortably and to memorize the text of Ganita Sutras and Upsutras, and out of memory daily the students shall, young minds shall pronounce, recite in a chorus and in a very blissful manner. This way we will be exposed to the inherent features of the text of Ganita Sutras and Upsutras. Now we know that text of Ganita Sutras and Upsutras are in fact availing letters. There are as many as 36 letters are being availed. Now these 36 letters are giving us 16 sutras and 13 Upsutras. These together are giving us 24 formulations of sutras and 22 formulations of Upsutras. These 46 formulations are giving us 87 sub-formulations of the sutras and 80 formulations of Upsutras. These 187 formulations together with the source formulation soul syllable Om 167 makes it 168, and we know that 168 are the primes from 1 to 1000. Now this way we see that we have to avail these formulations for reaching at the vision. Now vision we know with first letter takes us to value 6, then takes us to 6 space, takes us to hypercube 6 as 6 space body, and like that our vision is going to be that we are approaching in terms of this mathematics, these formulations and sub-formulations which will be of the order of our solar universe. From this, for this vision, we will see that there are the tools, and these tools are in the forms of values and features of the sub-formulations. Now these tools and these features we know are taking us to the geometric format of a varga. Therefore, this square format which is to be taken in the role of a dimension, therefore it is a spatial dimension, means 2 space in the role of dimension of a 4 space. So it is of value 14, which is a value of hypercube 4. So while hypercube 6 is giving us a vision format, then the tools will be taking us to hypercube 4, and hypercube 4 as well is further taking along with us with it that it is being available because of a varga, which in fact square is H2. Therefore the strategy will be that these tools which will take us to hypercube 4. So tools are of hypercube 4, the vision is of hypercube 6, strategy is to be upon hypercube 2. So hypercube 6, hypercube 4 and hypercube 2. With this strategy, when this is available, that we have to see that how we can utilize the structures of a square, the format of a square, how it is to be utilized to work out, to fabricate the tools. The tools are to be fabricated for taking the 2 space, plays the role of a dimension and takes us to a 4 space, and further we know 4 space is itself a dimension of a 6 space. Therefore by this strategy, by such fabrication of the tools, we are actually aiming at to reach as per our vision. The mathematics, technology and science as per our vision is to be as per the tools which we will be fabricating and as per the strategy with which these tools are to be worked out. Now this strategy for these tools to attain this vision is all right. So for it we should have a logistics. We should have the initial things with which we'll do, and we know square means we are having a length and the width. Means we are within a surface, we can also have a line and a surface within a surface. So within a square we can have a line and a square within a square. Means the logistics comes to be that we can have 1 and 2 here, means we can have of two parts. These two parts may be of the same setup or maybe of different setups. Now this means we have to work upon a dimonad. So our logistics is to be that how to we have to have a proper dimonad with us, means we should be in a position to handle two things. We should be in a position to handle a pair of variables. We'll be in a position to handle length and a breadth. We should be in a position to handle entity A and entity B. Therefore, this means our logistics should be that our dimonad should be a proper dimonad, well-known dimonad, well-formatted, well-featured, well-valued, well-conceptualized, well-organized, well-synthesized, well-placed. Now, all these things are to be for the logistics. So it should be dimonad. Now, this dimonad as well should have its own methodology. The methodology here is going to be to learn and teach. By learn and teach means we know that it is an ancient wisdom. We also know the dimonad as well is a conceptualized thing. Then that means being an ancient wisdom, therefore we have to learn it. We have to learn and we have to teach. And this learning and teaching is to be the teaching of a space in this our Akash. This universe is existing in this space. Therefore, this learn and teach actually would mean that we should have a space, means it is sort of a void. So it is void to be seen. This takes us to ancient wisdom, takes us to that we have to go along the format of a hypercube of 5, as 6 space is enveloped within 5 space, and hypercube 5 gives us a raised to power 5 is to 10 b raised to power 4, and we know that a raised to power 10 4 means the creative boundary of 10 component will get fixed in terms 10 plus 5 is equal to 50. As such, 50 is the value which is the coordinates for fixation of this creative boundary. Now this creative boundary means it would be giving a void here. It is this void here would means that this 5 space as a domain is being taken out, and 5 space as domain we know is of hypercube 5 is 3 4 5 6 means value 18, and when this in a spatial order it will at 18 will take us to 16 17 18 and 90. It would become as such we know is 70. However, 18 itself is of 37 geometrics formats, 37 versions. Therefore, this value 50 of the outer creative boundary fixation plus value 37 of the inner void means it is the value 87, and 87 is equal to 29 into 3, and 29 is the value of a Brahma, and Brahma is the overlord of the creator's space, and within creator's space is a solid origin, and solid origin means a 3 dimensions. Now this is a space which is presided by 29 means of Lord Brahma. So 29 is available along all the 3 axes. Now it is this way our methodology is to learn, and it is only after learning that we can teach. And here it would be blissful to take note that if we are taking alphabet A to Z as of values 1 to 26 parallel to the meters, the voids, the chand, then it will give us that learn is a word which will give us values 12, 5, 1, 18, 14 means going to be 50, and teach is going to give us a value 25, 1, 3 and 8 which is 37. That means this learn and teach is actually learning and teaching of the fixation of the creative boundary of the transcendental domain and the having a reach for hypercube 5, as a fourfold manifestation layer, and it will taking us to value 18, and it will further take us to value 37. So this learn and teach is learn and teach. So we have to learn the ancient wisdom. Ancient wisdom means a 5-space wisdom. So transcendental wisdom means of the space. This value 83 further can be seen is the value 83 is equal to 43 plus 44, and 44, 3 is equal to a frame, and it is equal to a space. So it is a space frame. Further, it can be also taken, it is a space book. So space is 44 and book is 43. With it we can see that we have to learn, means we have to learn the fixation of the creative boundary of 10 components of the transcendental domain in terms of 50 coordinates. Further, we have to teach. We have to teach how the transcendental domain 5-space is enveloped within a creative boundary. So to teach it this transcendental domain would mean we have to teach hypercube 5. Hypercube 5 takes us to value 18. That means this teaching would mean from this static state we have to go in a dynamic state. So this 18 will take us to these 37 versions. Now this 37 value is a value of a seed. Therefore, this universe of ours, as it is, when we will sit comfortably and get exposed to this space in its affine state as a void, means free of all its manifestations, then this space is also having a seal because it remains in this affine state. Now this seal means value 37. Therefore, this seal of a space, it is a void, is also making a seal. So learning would mean that we should learn, and for learning we should have a void in our mind. So our mind shall be void of all what the information has been previously fulfilled in it, and we have to refill it. So we have to start from a void state, and then we have to transcend through its seal. That means Vedic mathematics is a pure mathematics, values mathematics. Parallel to it run the applied values, and this is the phenomenon of the way the intelligence field with its consciousness base is evolving within a brain, and brain is within a head, and head is within a body. Therefore, young minds within a body, Vedic mathematics teaches of a perfection of mind, perfect intelligence within a body. Therefore, there is going to be an interaction which is to take at 5 steps. We have to reach from body level, then to reach at the head level, then to go to the brain level. From brain we have to go to the intelligence level. From intelligence we have to go to the consciousness level. So therefore, the duty of the Vedic mathematics teachers is a very solemn duty. They are under a solemn duty to be in communication with the affine minds, the young children, young minds. These young minds are void. These are being not prejudiced by any previous information attached in it. It is a pure affine state. This pure affine state is to be blissfully made into a perfection state. Therefore, for it, we have to proceed, we have to progress precisely parallel to the organization of the Ganita Sutras and Upsutras. Ganita Sutras and Upsutras are Bible. Ganita Sutras and Upsutras are the prayer. So each and every prayer step, starting from the first letter, reaching up to the last letter, is a source reservoir. It is a universal reservoir. This universal reservoir is parallel to our solar universe, our space being fulfilled with the transcendental values. So this solar universe is as fulfilled with the transcendental values is the text of Ganita Sutras and Upsutras. Therefore, the text of Ganita Sutras and Upsutras is the Bible. Text of Ganita Sutras and Upsutra is the prayer. Young minds shall sit comfortably and they all shall together recite in chorus and blissfully the text starting from the first letter to the last letter, and these 519 letters together with the source Soul Selva Om, making it 520 letters. These 520 letters are making a range of pure values, applied values. This is making a complete universal mathematics. This mathematics is parallel to the mathematics of the existence phenomenon, and this existence phenomenon is going to be within a human body as well as in a universe. So in a universe and a body, this phenomenon is running parallel to each other and each and every step. Therefore, our vision and our tools, our strategy, our logistics, our methodology, and our focus that we should see how they are running parallel, and ultimately our bliss that we are on a transcendental path is to be the focus point. It would be the reach point. It is for this reach, it is for this focus, it is with this methodology, it is with these logistics, it is with this strategy, it is with these tools that we have to fulfill our vision. It is this fulfilling of our vision is the aim of the Vedic mathematics, aim of the Vedic mathematics classes, aim of the Vedic mathematics teachers, aim of these students, aim of these sadhakas. Thank you very much.